Good morning. It's about 4:30 and I've been waffling about what to do. I woke up in my tent feeling like I'd gotten the best sleep I'd gotten. But it was, it was like 6 hours. But still, all things considered, pretty good. And I was like, well, maybe I should give myself a fighting chance. So I packed up all my things and started hiking. And then I'm confronted with a choice to hike back the 5.2 miles of Blue Blaze Trail to re-enter the AT where I left off. But that would add on a bunch of mileage just to get back to Woods Hole where I stayed last night and where I started this morning. Basically, it would be a 12-mile trip just to make up the section of the AT that I missed. Around 7 or 8 AT miles and 5 bonus miles. But in the grand scheme of things, it's like, well, I still have a chance of a record, and if I think basically I can hike 45-ish mile days, maybe even slightly less if I give myself the maximum amount of time. So it's still possible. So I started backtracking because I was like, I should give myself a chance. But I think I'm gonna not do that. I stopped and deliberated because I just couldn't decide what to do. So again, I hate quitting. I had pretty much decided to quit yesterday, but then it's like, well, no, I'm not completely out of it. There's still a chance. But even now, I still, like, I hate turning around, but I'm also having a hard time wrapping my head around trying to hike that much. And I don't know. Even now I'm thinking, should I still try? But I don't know. I'm also trying to keep the big picture in mind. I couldn't have anticipated this happening. I thought it was a matter of willpower, but then it's like, well, no, I was also physically not at my best fighting off whatever this thing is that I'm fighting off. So I don't know. I keep saying I don't know because I feel so torn. I think the heroic thing to do would be to turn around and finish what I started. But my dad, something he says is, don't be a hero. And I don't know. I don't think I need to I don't need to prove anything, even though I want to. So I can still hike to my heart's content. I could still even hike all the way across Virginia, but it just means it might mean I skipped a small chunk of the AT. So I struggle without goals, so I'm just like, well, I could walk across Virginia, and just because I want to. But it's hard not to feel like a failure. But this is life. So, I don't know, maybe there's something to be learned out here. So, I'll just hike and see how the day unfolds. Good morning, officially, from the AT. No longer a record attempt through Virginia, but I'm just out here coming to terms with the decision. There were some campers up ahead. Now they're behind me. I didn't want to disturb them, but yeah, I'm just coming to terms with the, calling the record attempt off. I mean, I had really officially quit yesterday, but I was like, well, maybe I can still salvage this. But now that I'm out here so I'm now just hiking northbound on the AT, but I've skipped a section, so there's no turning back now. Even if I feel amazing from here on out, and I didn't hike the entire trail, so that decision has been made. But based on how I'm feeling, I know it's a good decision. I'm still pretty stuffed up, and on the upside, my body feels great. Like my feet feel good, my legs feel good. I feel, sorry, I have like a spider web in my nose. But I'm moving pretty slow. And I'm just not feeling 100%. I'm sick. So I'm gonna hike into Parisburg. I may have found a ride, and then I think what I'm gonna do from here is hopefully rest at my friend David Horton's place tonight. And I was thinking I could just skip ahead to around where I would have been had things gone to plan, because I have my next resupply box waiting for me in Daleville. So I'm thinking I could pick up where the trail. One of the highlights I was looking forward to was going to McAfee Knob. So, and I checked, and it's only 20 miles south of Daleville. So I'm like, well, I could get some rest tonight, and then if David Horton is up for it, maybe he can drop me off, or maybe even hike up with me if he's feeling up for it, up to McAfee Knob. Get that classic photo that I've always wanted, and then just keep hiking north and enjoy my time, the time I have left on the trail. So that's the hopeful plan. Up here, doing what I do best, ridge walking. It's just the best. Very happy. I'm very lucky. Yeah. You know, this is my happy place. Beautiful. To me, there are just countless parts of the AT that look like this. Just like a misty forest and so much green. Wow. And then a reminder that you're never that far from civilization on the AT. If you can see, it's like a tower antenna thing. And here we are at the road that leads to Petersburg, or maybe it is pronounced Petersburg. We will ask, but it's about 1.2 miles, 1.6, I don't know, between 1 and 2 miles. I'm looking forward to picking up my hiker box from Angel's Rest Hiker Haven, where I was going to stay last night. I'm looking forward to grabbing a hot cup of coffee, and I'm looking forward to seeing my good friend David Horton, who let me start over. I'm excited to see David Horton, but I'm not happy that the reason I'm able to see him is because he was in a bicycle accident. He's posted about this online, but he rode over a pothole, I think, and literally landed on his face. And this just happened. He insisted on, maybe not insisted, but he offered to come get me, and it's a couple hours drive away, and I said, that seems like a lot, I'll figure something out, I'm okay. But he's like, I don't have anything else to do, and he said also that that's what friends do, they help each other. So I feel very humbled and grateful, and it'll be good to see a familiar face.